Welcome back to the Union Berlin Career Mode. We are January transfer window bound. In fact, we're in the January transfer window, looking for two new players, of course, a striker and a central midfielder. You guys have given me loads of comments and loads of suggestions, so thank you very much for that. We continue to add names to this list. We're waiting on some scout reports at the minute for a number of players, including the names that you see on my shortlist here. Some obviously already have scout reports back on them, like Anthony Martial, like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Martial actually looks pretty good, actually. He's 28, obviously, so he's not a youngster, but not looking for young. We're looking for someone that can do the job. If they so happen to be young, then fine. But I need someone that can score me goals, because we've not been scoring enough with our front line of late. And then the central midfield line, got a lot of names in here as well. Lucas Robertoni and Oscar Dorley remain from the previous round of scouting we did for that position when we ended up getting Lukas Sucic. Now we're looking for another name to add to our central midfield plethora of players. And scouts are out at the moment looking at a number of different options. With regards to those Patreon players, think the game's bugged or something's broken behind the scenes in between when we started the Chelsea save and when we started the Union Berlin save. So I think what I'm going to have to do is do the old sign and release thing that we used to do, because it was working fine in the Chelsea save and is now not working fine in the Berlin save. So apologies for that. You are now all in the FM save, though. The Football Manager save has you all involved now, so do check that save on the second channel to keep your eyes peeled for yourselves in that save. Of course, come across the stream and ask to see your in-game character and I can show you. But saying thank you to BG Trot, to Muzluka and to Ben Ortiz as well today for your continued comments in the comment section. Thank you very much. Let's get cracking, shall we? January transfer window will be underway in a few days' time, and we have a number of players we're looking to potentially bring in. Also a number of players we're not looking to let go. Scout reports, please come back to me as soon as possible. Winter break currently in the German Bundesliga, and when we get back against Freiburg, we hopefully will know more about some of those new people we want to bring in. January the 1st has arrived, and some of those first team players that just weren't performing are being let go. Becker on his way for a decent fee, to be fair. We're getting a tasty transfer budget now. 55 million euro available to us. Loans expired. That'll be some players actually being recalled by their club. Fofana's been recalled. Ferguson has been recalled. We've had other players leave. Haber and Becker both leave on their permanent deals. Laiduni continually getting loads of interest out of nowhere, seemingly. So whether his potential has taken an uptick, I'm not sure. But a youth scout report from Germany that has not yielded anything of any worth whatsoever yet. And my guy is broken. Rene Vogt, just straight up broken. Oh dear. And still, or maybe 500,000 for Theo Schneider. Let's see if he's any good. Are you actually going to get any good, Theo? He's a right mid. He's got good physicals already. Technically not spectacular, but I tell you what, he could be decent, you know. I didn't sign him. So because our first team and reserves ran out of players, because those that were on loan got recalled and those that had already agreed transfers were sold, the game has automatically signed me a free agent in Ola Solbakken. I mean, thanks. Could you have maybe signed someone that was a bit better? That's weird. Why not? What it should do is tell me that someone can't leave because I'd have too few players. But what it's actually done is just assigned me a random free agent. Well, thanks for the extra squad player, but not sure that's how that system should work in-game. We've had some scout reports back. We're still waiting on a number, obviously. Okay, who the balls are you then? Who's that guy? Right. Alright, cool. Nice. Well, removed from shortlist then. What is it with my game and just everything being bloody broken all the time? So Marmouche has had a scout report come back. He's quick and agile, but I don't know if he's the one. 78 finishing is okay, but is he not just going to be similar to Becker, who was fast and didn't really offer much else? Girassi is a player that can finish, but isn't quick, but would offer a different option up top. I'm still sorely tempted by Anthony Martial, who has the mixture of the best of both worlds. He's got some pace, he's good on the ball, and he's got some finishing. Still waiting on scout reports on a number of others, but Anthony Martial might genuinely be one that we potentially jump the gun with. The centre mid one is open to interpretation as well. Benjamin Šeško looks decent too. Power shot, technical flair. Technically, he's not great yet, but obviously there is the potential to grow there. So Benjamin Šeško could be one that we go for, but he's not the finished article, and I don't know whether he'd bag me goals now. And I kind of need goals now. Šeško might be one for further down the line when he's a bit better, and when we're looking for someone that is a backup, or even he's grown exponentially and then we sign him as a first team striker. But right now I don't think he's the one. Wahi looks very intriguing. He's got pace and can finish, and is good on the ball. I'd be very intrigued to know more about Eli Wahi. Or Eli? Eli? What? Mr. Wahi. I'd be very, very intrigued to know more about Wahi. And Folarin Balogun as well looks really good. But would he leave Monaco to come to us? I don't know at this stage. We have a game coming up against Freiburg in 3 days' time. Hollerbach is going to get the start here in this next game, whilst we haven't quite decided which striker we're going to go for. So Hollerbach will play against Freiburg. They've got Gregoritsch up top in their 4-2-3-1 wide. Matthias Ginter in their centre-back lining. They've got Ginter and Günther in their back line. Ritsu Duen on the right-hand side is a capable player for sure. We are both chasing European spots ourselves in Freiburg. We're 8th, they're 6th, and whoever wins this will be above the other. So let's go and win it, shall we? He's on the run here. That's terrible, but it will reach its man. That doesn't, though. Sucic. And out wide. Come on, Mitchell. Get forward. Hollerbach ran offside, but it's made space open up for us here. And Hollerbach is back. That's not Hollerbach, that's Kevin Folland. But he can put it in the back of the net because his left foot's a wand. Union Berlin 1. Freiburg 0 away from home. We might just be going into a European spot at the end of the day. What a finish. Günther. Toussaint in the way. Hollerbach caught on it. And Eggestein. Oh, a lovely little reverse pass by Eggestein. Thankfully, Renault is there to make the stop. Not sure if the highlight made it in where I mentioned it, but Gregoritsch is the top goal scorer in the division at the moment, so they do have danger in their front line. Thankfully, Renault has been on hand all season long to make saves like that and ensure that we get points. Whether they're wins or draws, he's certainly earned us quite a few. At the minute, we are winning, but we could have been drawing. Eggestein, Ritsu Duan, and Riquelme. And Ritsu Duan, and Renault makes the save again. He doesn't necessarily hold on to them, but he does bat them away. Goossens to Kral. Folland was the intended recipient, and that's not gone well. And Gregoritsch has options. Duan. Riquelme. Gregoritsch. Kehrer. Thor. Finish, I was going to say. Slammed off the outside the post by Riquelme, so very nearly a Freiburg equaliser. That's as close as they've come to a goal so far. The keeper in the way when it's on target. When it's off target, it's hitting the woodwork, so it's not missing by much. I'm going to call someone short, I think, for this. We'll just try and waste the time. 3 points would be lovely. Aronson into the middle. Matty Cash. I mean, that's a pass back. He's literally just done a kick up into the air so that his goalkeeper can pick the ball up. That is absolutely a pass back. We'll take the win, only by a single goal to nil. Goals are not flowing for this Union Berlin side, but the points are coming thanks to the goalkeeper. I think it's safe to say we are indebted to him quite significantly. The board are starting to have a think about whether they actually like me or not, which is not great, but hopefully, we can win them round. We're still going great guns in the cup competition domestically, whilst obviously we are now out of Europe. And in the league, we're 5th and level on points with Leverkusen in the top 4. So certainly a Champions League position for next season is doable in the league. Now then, let me have a look through these. Dookie release clause met by Napoli. 27.5 million euro. We might be about to lose Dookie. I could renegotiate with him a new contract to nullify that bid. Dookie is 25 years of age, up 1, not peaked, valued at 18.5, 27.5 million pound release clause. Napoli are a big club though. Ah, balls. I like him. I want to keep him. I'm going to renegotiate. I'll give him a significant pay rise to justify it. And hopefully, he wants crucial, that's fine. Hopefully he will stay. A 1-year extension, that's fine. No release clause, that's fine. Even better, he's actually asking to take the release clause out because he doesn't want Napoli or someone like that to come in for him again. We'll give him 55 grand a week, a significant jump in his wages, and Dookie will stay. I hate decisions like that. They're so tough to make in the moment, but Dookie transfer talks end. More scout reports back. We're off delving into reports again. Jedson Fernandez, 80 rated, looks very good. 27.5 million. At the minute, centre mid is between Jedson Fernandez, Manu Kone, and potentially Bryce Mendes of Real Sociedad. I'm gonna go for Wahi. He's a bit more of an obvious signing because I know he's in the comment section a lot, but at 21 and 79 rated with the technical flair, quick step, Trivela, and acrobatic playstyle plus, can finish, good on the ball. Passing's not great, but we could train it perhaps. And obviously physically he's what Becker was, but has more technically. Oh god, that's expensive though. Right. I don't know if I can afford him. Typically, I decide that's the player I want, and then I don't have the finances for him. What I could do is someone like Martial in the meantime, and then when Folland ages out and we get the Champions League money in, then I could go for Wahi. Oh man, that's annoying. I think Wahi will be who I go for. Balogun is also expensive, but Monaco is second in their division. Lens are 11th in Liga. Wahi's the target. I'm going to go for Martial because he's a tried, tested, guaranteed performance level kind of player. His market value's 26. It was saying I could get him for like 21. I'll bid 21.5. It gives me 32. I want 25. Okay. It would give me enough to go and sign a centre mid, certainly. They'll accept that. They'll accept that. Okay, Anthony Martial, he's on 130 grand a week though, and that could be a bit of a stumbling block. Hopefully he's open to taking a pay cut to come to a club where he's going to get a lot of first team football. I'll offer him a 3-year deal because he's not going to be first team for a long time. A release clause of 55 million. Absolutely, pal. If someone wants to pay that, I am delighted. I'll offer him 85,000 euro a week and a signing bonus of like 600 grand. Is that even remotely close to something you'd accept? He will accept it. Okay. So Anthony Martial joins. A lot of the options striking wise in the comments section just either weren't quite good enough, were too expensive, or players that didn't suit my play style. Unfortunately, the centre mid options, however, that you've given me are mwah. And we're going to go and make another signing and get one of those centre mids in. But Anthony Martial to the Bundesliga, to Union Berlin to start up top. Lucas Robertone is very good as well. Joey Firma, I'll wait to have a look at his finesse shot, dead ball, incisive pass, long ball pass, technical, first touch, Trivella. Joey Firman is very good. We can train his acceleration. 31 million would be towards the top end of my budget. But Joey Firman is the player we are going to go for. I've only got about his valuation available to me. Right, okay. We might have to get someone that's perhaps not quite so good. I cannot afford Joey Firman. Well, there's that one done and dusted. Right, now we have to go back to the drawing board with a centre mid. Who do I get that fits my budget? Yeah. Oh, so undecided about this central midfield signing. 23.2 done. Why they asked for an extra... Well, to be fair, they asked for the extra percentage as well, but is an extra 200 grand really worth it? Is it worth negotiating over an extra £200,000? Crucial will offer him. Rather evidently, he will start. 4-year deal is fine by me. No release clause. They want a release clause. I will counter with one that's slightly bigger, if you'd be open to one that's slightly bigger. Previously, they never used to agree on anything that was anything other than what they initially said, or maybe a million more. Oh, some of the systems are like, I feel like they're there for the sake of them being there, not because they actually bloody work. Wage-wise, he's on 31. We'll offer him 50. He should just accept that, and he will. Lucas Robertone joins 2 new signings for the starting lineup. We are significantly better than we were 10 minutes ago. With our new signings in, we now take on FSV Mainz away from home. They have not great form right now. 15th of the 18 in the division. And that's why we've made the decision that this is one of the ones that we sim in this month. We will play the cup game against Wolfsburg at the end of the month. But away against Mainz and at home against Darmstadt, we will sim as we try and have a strong month of January. Strong on the pitch and strong off the pitch so far today. Little boost of morale from the press conference, and then we'll see if we can get 3 points. Tackle by Kral. Dropped a bit deeper with the introduction of Lucas Robertone to the starting lineup. Here he is, Robertone, feeding Sutic, who feeds Martial. Oh, yes! Welcome to the Bundesliga! Anthony Martial! 15th minute! Berlin 1! Mainz 0! Sutic, Kral, there's options centrally. They need to use one of them, please. Mitchell Weiss is going alone, is he? He might do. Holding it up. Robertone! Robertone on debut! Zentner with the save. Nearly a goal from both the new boys. Martial. 2 options. Sutic being one, who then kind of ruined the flow of the move when he could have just squared it to Folland, who was waiting for it. Martial might do something similar. He has done, and 2-0 Union. That'll be 3 points, and the fight for the Champions League positions continues. Final whistle sounds, convincing 2-0 win over FSV Mainz. We'll take it. We'll take the 3 points. That may, other results depending, put us into the top 4 with annoyingly Freiburg one. It was kind of Leverkusen, the ones we were keeping our eyes on. With Darmstadt next, not only are we in the top 4, we're in the top bloody 3, lads. 3rd in the table. Bit of a jump to Leipzig and Bayern at the top of the table, especially if Leipzig win their game in hand. A long way to go before we're challenging for the title in Germany, but certainly Champions League football is still very much a possibility for us here. Darmstadt next for us, another Leiduni bid. Everybody under the sun wants Leiduni at the moment, and nobody's going to get him. Juranovic is back fit again as well, which is fantastic news. He was my go-to right back. Mitchell Weiss has come in and been really, really good there. But I think Juranovic has to go back out there. Darmstadt in 14th place. Similar position to our previous opponents. They're not a strong team. We, especially at home, got to win games like this if we want to stay in the top 4. But it's absolutely games like this that previous in the season, we might actually have had a little bit of a slip up with. So let's just try and get the 3 points and get it done and out of the way and concentrate on progression in the cup if we can. Robertone through the gap. Sutic onto Gersons. That's how you start a game of football. 2 minutes, 48 seconds on the clock. Robin Gersons doesn't actually tuck in off that left-hand side very often at all. But the one time he does, it pays dividends. We lead by a goal to 0. A lovely run by Robin, found by Sucic, smashed home on that left peg. We want to stay in the top 4, please. Robertone. Krau. Have a go. There's space. Have a go. Martial. Oh, lovely ball. Folland. Brilliant save. Was he onside? It looks like he was. Play continues. It's only come back as far as Kevin Folland again. Can he return the favour to Martial? He can. Shot blocked. Martial. Martial. Oh, God. Ow. And Martial just didn't quite open up. We needed the second goal. We didn't need the second goal. We got the second goal against Mainz. We've got the second goal against Darmstadt. And who's the goal scorer? New boy Lucas Robertone. Well then, turns out these new signings were the right people to go for, weren't they? We'll find out more so when we play against Wolfsburg next, but in the tactical sims, Robertone and Martial coming up with the goods. Oh, Freiburg just take the lead in their game, which is frustrating. If they could have dropped some more points, that would have really helped us in the challenge for the top 4. But now that we're in the top 4, maybe we shouldn't be looking at teams like Freiburg. Freiburg were the ones that were kind of in 6th when we played them at the beginning of the day. Now we need to be looking at teams like Dortmund and teams like Leverkusen. But more importantly, they need to be looking at us because we're turning into a very capable team right now. Sucic makes it 3. Another one of our new signings in this opening season here in Germany. Union Berlin side is coming together. He scored a couple of free kicks this season. He won't be scoring this one. We'll take 3 points though. A win against Mainz, a win against Darmstadt. 5 goals with no response at all from either of them. But given their position in the league, we should have perhaps expected that of ourselves, let alone of them. So 6 points, 9 points all told so far today. And now, hopefully, progression in the cup as well. It's match day against Wolfsburg. With my managerial rating not that great at the minute. Still in the orange, despite the fact that we're doing well in the league. Being knocked out of the Champions League at the group stages really peed the board off. So I need to progress in the Deutsche Pokal, please, if you don't mind. They're playing Pervan in goal, not Kuhn Castells, which is an intriguing decision, but one that hopefully will play in our favour. We'll go for a press conference again to boost morale. I might rotate my team a little bit, but we mustn't be caught out if we do, as we say there. But we do fancy our chances of getting through to the next round. Well in, Kraut. Thought we fouled him, to be honest, but no foul given. Looking for the run of Sucic, who's in behind here. Lucas Sucic! Oh, I tried to smash it at the near post. It hasn't worked for me. First chance comes, first chance goes. No goal! I think this is quarterfinals, actually, of the Deutsche Pokal. So we're in a really, really good position in the cup. Gerhardt. Thiago Thomas. Gerhardt again. They're just bundling people out of the way, trying to find the space to get a shot off, which they might do now. Journey. Thiago Thomas, Lovren Meyer's the only man to have a shot for them so far. Keeper decided he didn't want to try and stop them from getting a corner, so the pressure continues here. Wolfsburg looking for a goal to go in front in this Deutsche Pokal quarter-final. Oh, they very nearly had it. Panic there for me at the back. Make sure I change to the right player so that I could get that clear before the attacker swept in to take their 1-0 lead. We're under pressure here. Very much so under pressure. And away. Not away. Not away. Not away. Oh, you lucky boy. Yerkel's in the way. God damn it! Please, can we get rid of this? This is insane. Journey. I thought about diving in for that. I'm glad I didn't. Goossens gets caught on it. Arnold. Maximilian Arnold loses out. Thank God. Oh, God! Come on! We play in red, lads. I don't know whether you noticed. Goossens looking for Big Kev. Big Kev has Hollerback. Not Follerback. Hollerback will take the free kick. All right, Tart. I ballsed it. Free kick in a good position. Kevin Folland range. We will go for it this time. Try and bend it around the wall into the back of the net. It is around the wall. Ooh, I think it was probably going wide, but I got myself a little bit excited. It may have snuck in that near post. We will never know. The keeper had other ideas. Kaminski. Not in the box, not in the box, not in the box. Oh, panic. Corner, Wolfsburg. Still they press. Away. Away. I cannot. I've spent the entirety of this... Well, I was going to say of the second half, but it feels like the whole bloody game. The entirety of the whole game with my back to goal. I cannot do anything against this Wolfsburg side. They've been so good. I've not really that heavily rotated either. Just 2 changes. But nobody is wanting to do anything in the positive here today. Wimmer off the bench for them. Might be substitutes for me that help change the game in the positive as they look to do the same for themselves. Meyer, Uzuni, wide of the target. 10 to go. Extra time looming. Right at the death. Martial off the bench to try and help us do so. Folland looking for Robertone. Finding him. And Lucas Robertone. What a stop by the goalkeeper. It's a corner. It's not. It's full time. It will be extra time. Another 30 minutes needed here. Wimmer was waiting on the wing. Weiss is trying to win it back. Here's Joachim Mähler off the bench for them. And Wimmer, equally so. Oh, no. Straight at the keeper. Have faith in Renaud Ches. We might need to have ultimate faith in him soon, because we are headed very quickly towards a potential penalty shootout here. Although Wolfsburg determines to force me into making a mistake if they can. Leite will lift this looking for Roussillon. If I can spin the man, we could be in. Sebastian Bornau. Oh, God, did not want to let me spin him, did he, there? Folland. He spun. I didn't want him to. I wanted him to just take a touch. Well, there are 2 minutes left for a winner to be found in normal time. Ref? How is that their foul? Fuck's sake. Free kick for Wolfsburg. 119th into the 120th minute. Dookie wins the header. Juranovic wins the next. Mähler. Uzuni from range blocked. Uzuni. Krejci from range. On target. Needed saving. Last action before pens. Pens. Surely. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Pens. Pens it will be. Jeez. Replacing the Deutsche Pokal semi-finals. A penalty shootout on transfer deadline day. As if there wasn't enough action already on this day. Saved by Renaud. I know how to take a goddamn penalty. Jesus Christ. Juranovic. Buried. Advantage Union. Lovro Meyer. Oh, he's Panenke'd it. Given away. Martial with the pen. Straight down the middle, lad. 2-0 Union. Double advantage. Krejci with the penalty now. Finally, Wolfsburg get the ball in the back of the net. Kevin Folland. You know where he's putting it. Top bloody right, lad. Pick that out, son. To keep Wolfsburg in it, Patrick Wimmer. He does so. To knock Wolfsburg out of it, Lucas Robertone, the new signing, doesn't. Saved by the keeper. To keep Wolfsburg in it, Maximilian Arnold does so. To knock Wolfsburg out of it, Lukas Sucic does so. Oh, my Lord. Heart in mouth. I do not like penalty shootouts. We're through to the semi-final of the German Cup. And now, let's go and have a transfer deadline day, shall we? and relax. Leverkusen 1, Bayern 0. Bayern are out. Bochum beat Mönchengladbach. So Bochum would be the dream semi-final, and then Leverkusen or Leipzig in the final. I'm probably not going to be that lucky. The deals so far in this window, to this point, on transfer deadline day at least, Yeremy Pino to Bayern. Yikes. Tammy Abraham to Betis. Joe Gomez to Lens. They are the biggest deals so far this window. Tapsoba looks like he's on his way out of Leverkusen, certainly, doesn't it, by the rumours there. Sanusi joins us in the Bundesliga. Any other big signings? Nothing massive going through yet. Still, Tapsoba might be leaving. Still, Laiduni won't be. Big bid for Kral, maybe? 21 million from Newcastle? No, not a chance. Not a chance in hell, sir. Tapsoba does leave. He goes to Leipzig. He stays within the Bundesliga and moves to the side that are chasing Bayern at the top of the table and also chasing a Deutsche Pokal victory as well. Anything else going to happen? Presnel Kimpembe to Leverkusen would be a big deal. Be the Tapsoba replacement. Certainly. Ricky J. Jones goes to Midtjylland from Peterborough. Amin Adli leaves Leverkusen to go to Lille. Was it Lille? Yes, Lille. Still no confirmation of Kimpembe's potential move. Still no confirmation of Kimpembe's potential move. You've got an hour left, lads. Leverkusen have an hour left to replace their outgoing main centre-back. They have done. 45.8 million euro. And Rodrigo Bentancur moves in the last hour as well to go from Tottenham to Liverpool for 42.9 million euro. They are the biggest deals on deadline day itself. Let's show you the biggest deals of the window all told then. Of the season all told, as it will be. Rodrigo was a bit big, wasn't it, in the summer? Any bigger ones in the winter? Domenico Berardi on the 28th of January to Arsenal. Julian Alvarez to Tottenham for 62.2. Leroy Sané leaves Bayern to go to Barcelona for 55.6. Daniel Marlon we saw earlier in the day. Yeremy Pino as well. Kimpembe we saw. Bentancur we saw. Palacios leaves Leverkusen. Leverkusen doing a lot of business. Joel Linton moves in between windows. Tapsoba we saw. Kevin Danso to Lazio from Lens. Was that another January one then? No, Giorena was in the summer, wasn't it? Jonathan David to Porto. Normally ends up in the Premier League, doesn't he? Pierre Kalulu to Crystal Palace. Jonathan Foyt. I never know whether it's Foyt or Foyt. To Liverpool. And that's as far down as we can go. So, as the transfer deadline day ends, we are third in the Bundesliga at the, well, no, not the halfway mark, past the halfway mark. Of course, only 17 games, 17 other teams in the league, so 34 games played total. So we find ourselves in the top three, but only by a point from Freiburg and 2 points from Leverkusen and 3 points from Borussia Dortmund. So the fight for Champions League continues and will do so for the rest of the season. But I'm very pleased with the signings we made. Very pleased, in fact. Monthly scout report. Any more intriguing options here for us? Maybe Till Klein, perhaps. Nothing spectacular, though, from our German youth scouts so far. So do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, of course. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. A 6-foot centre-back, he most certainly is. Or his crossing's not bad. Do join me tomorrow for more then as we plough on towards the latter stages of this season. And hopefully towards a cup victory, if we can, in the Deutsche Pokal. We might have Leipzig in that competition. We've certainly got Leipzig next in the Bundesliga. That's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. With regards to Patreon players, for some reason, like I say, it's been bugged and nobody's moving. So, I don't really know why. I think it's just broken. So I'm going to with whatever money I've got left this season, I'm going to sign as many of you for free as I can and then release you and try and kickstart your careers, because EA have EA'd me again. Never mind, you're in Football Manager and you're working in Football Manager, and hopefully we can get you working here as well. That's all from me for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.